Animo takes out the first Group 1 of the season, the Winx Stakes. The boys got the Quinella. 2 lengths over Fangirl. Animo takes it out. Well done, gents. Jeez, you've seen them.
Oh, another one for the good guys here, mate. How good was that?
Too good. What did you think, BJ? We had Fangirl. We had the good odds on Fangirl too.
Yeah, he was good. He's the best weight for age horse in the country, but I think she was equally as good because she had a much bigger squeeze between the 8 and the 400 metres while he was conserving energy and exploded the last 400. But she still had the second best last 400 metres of the meeting. I can't remember, but she hit the line harder than him over that last 400, and she'd used a little bit more energy leading into it. So she went super.
She was great.
The form students, they were messaging me out wide. It was crazy, mate. It was like Russell Crowe in A Beautiful Mind. It ran 4 lengths quicker than its first upstart last preparation, and improved 42 lengths last preparation. So I don't know. It'll just win the Cox Plate easy, apparently.
Well, he's going to be hard to beat. He's going to be very hard to beat in the Cox Plate. A luckless defeat in last year's Cox Plate. Would have been nice if the stewards had some balls and uploaded and upheld the protest. That would have been nice.
I'm sure if we held any position in racing, that there would be some sort of suspension for saying that the stewards have no nuts.
Oh, this is a podcast. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. They got no nuts.
Yeah, nutless. It was. Animo came out and made an absolute statement. First up was the question. I think it was fantastic. It was very exciting to be back into Group 1 racing. We have the Memsie stake this week. I tell you, Profondo, who we were talking about in the lead-up, BJ, had a big run as well. It kind of was matching it with
He was good. He was 3 deep without cover. So he's come back really well. I'd suggest that he was pretty forward, but he's got some big races in store. Do you know what they used to call a man who had been castrated back in the day?
Unsullied.
Well, yeah, that's from Game of Thrones. Did you watch the first episode of
I didn't, but I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. But an Enoch. So we can refer to the stewards as Enochs.
Speaking of Enochs, I was actually standing with Robbie Dolan watching the Profondo race.
I didn't realise Robbie Dolan got castrated, but that's good information.
Not a good segue. Not a good segue. And when it was 3 wide, I said, geez, this thing's 3 wide. He goes, I can do that. I said, Robbie, you did.
True.
That's why they took you off.
It's true. He could have rode it equally.
I obviously wasn't standing with that Enoch, and I just made that story up. But
please don't call anyone Enoch unless it's the stewards.
It's the stewards.
It's the stewards.
Speaking of Enochs,
I'm just setting up because we got a horse in a second, and I didn't realise that audio was going to go.
Blake only tips horses in the podcast now that we've gone. I think we've gone 2 from 3 members only tips on the potty in the last month.
Big prices too. Big prices.
What is this one?
That being said, Leave Me Some, the one that won at 20-1 a couple of weeks ago on the podcast, it's in the Midway on Saturday. So
Leave Me Some.
Yeah. I think it's race 4, number 5 at Rosehill. So she's been well backed already as well. Members only took $9. So
Pat, what are you drinking?
We're on at good odds.
What do you mean? I'm drinking a brain drink.
I just saw you finish a can of Coke literally before we started, and now you're having an iced tea.
No, I only drink water. I only drink water.
That's bullshit. I'm having a beer. I'm in holiday mode still, fellas. I'm looking good. Fresh.
Geez, you're tanned.
Thanks,
Probably a bit tanned for me.
You are looking good.
Thanks.
Pat, you don't have one of these new blue hats yet, but we'll get you down one.
They are looking really, really good.
Why don't I get some of the blue on blue? Are they small hats again? Did Woodhead order these ones again?
No.
I order the big ones.
Hats to fit on thimbles.
What are we doing, B? Do we listen to this guy, or what are they doing? Okay,
we will be.
Just keep me impressed because
Wait until they get to the last 600 metres, but I will give you some background information. We took $34 on this horse this morning.
Big Ruffy.
Email sent out at 9 o'clock. At 9:14, they turned it off into 26. It's currently $14. So it's been really, really well spec'd at odds.
That'd be nice for members.
Wouldn't it?
I don't have
at 2 units at $34. I had it marked $9, so hopefully it goes close to winning. Its name's
keep
East
getting on.
Side.
What's it called?
Upper East Side. I'll get the audio up at when we get to the 600. But
have we jumped?
They're just about to jump. About to jump.
Well, after this, we've got to go through, as you know, the podcast brought by Boombet, good dudes. We have a story. There's a bit going on with the price. Speaking of turning the prices off, so we'll go through this with BJ. We'll go through the Boombet story, and then we'll get into the Memsies, the feature races. I think we're going to do. You want to do the McNeill Stakes,
Yeah,
Paddy
a couple
boy?
of other races, but they're off here, so I'm going to press this
Domenico.
audio.
Do it.
Of Demon Blood and Perry Rich Phillips Star 3 deep outside them. Tholusian starting to loop the field. Buse next and then Upper East Side ridden along. Up towards the turn. Love and Laughs corners in narrowly from Bob's Relish. Then followed by Demon Blood who's getting into the clear now. Trying to pick up Bob's Relish and also Love and Laughs. Having a battle with Phillips Star and Tholusian's laying in. Gee, it's willing here. Like the meat in the sandwich. Demon Blood went up. Phillips Star and Love and Laughs after it. Tholusian will beat them all if it goes straight, but it won't. And Upper East Side through along the inside, but Love and Laughs is in front, and Love and Laughs is loving the line. Beat Upper East Side, and Tholusian wouldn't go straight, but it cost him late. He's finished third in front of Phillips
nice.
Star. Buse was never sighted.
Probably
Demon
should have
Blood
won
was
too.
having a
Run into
What
trouble
did-
on the corner and it lost a bit of...
You called it late. Coming up,
Got
wasn't coming up the
shuffled
inside.
Jeez.
He's going to be dark. Well,
Me dead.
oh, BJ. Look, I know we didn't get the result for members, but that's obviously fantastic work finding one at that price that just gets done. But we had a blue on the weekend, BJ. Not you or me, but we...
Yeah, we did.
If you remember the very first episode of this season with Boombet coming on board, and you said, look, they're going to put the price up, and I said, how long do you think that'll last? No. Well, it was week 3. Week 3, and they had to turn the price off. You guys hammered that multi. It was all credit to Boombet, because it was a fantastic price they gave us. I think they were sitting there at about... they're trying to give us kind of 40-50% better odds. I think after scratchings Saturday morning, they were sitting there exposed. They were giving us about 260% boost on it.
$4 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really like... Yeah, it was really well... So they turned those prices off because there was plenty of scratchings. But both of those horses were going to drift slightly because... just because of the market percentage, and like they were just too short in the market when all those horses come out. So I thought it was going to get back out.
They pulled the promo. We went into bat. We spoke to them. We got on board with them. They were very gracious to offer us another 40% on that current price. So I think it went back up at about 11 or something like that at $6.50. So still a great price. Wish we got it. That would have been very nice. But we
Why didn't we get it?
Sorry, boys, I let the 10 down. Down there. No, but I will say, deteriorating track didn't help the horse. I still share the opinion that he's an Everest horse, and we'll see the best of him when he gets onto a dry surface.
Yeah, well, it was a big. We caught up with Boombet on Monday. So listen, this obviously the multi is up now. If you're listening and you go into sports, I haven't got that. Pat, you're going to have to be the thing because I don't have the pots and pans today. But we got a great multi. They've given us another big, heavy boost on the odds as well. So if you're hearing this and you want to have the bet, and we'll go through the multi in a second. Have it sooner rather than later because I urge you jump on it straight away. As the price won't last. So if they sit there and they see the risk,
I do have some information on that. Have you checked your emails today?
No, I have not. Holiday mode. Sorry, brother.
Yes, so they will review the price on Saturday morning between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and then they will either update it or go ahead. So we'll get
Hang on.
So get on before Friday night.
Yeah, just get on.
Are you meant to check that email? Because usually you holiday between 8 and 9 on Saturday mornings.
Them holidays. I've had a great
holiday
holiday,
guy.
Phil. I've had a great holiday, gentlemen.
You look
Very
trim,
relaxed,
you look
recharged.
Tanned, bit hairy.
Yeah, I've got to have a trim. I feel good. It was good to have a break, guys. It's good Don't burn yourselves out. BJ, both of you, and I urge you both, have a holiday, have a break, and go like Monday to Thursday.
I don't need one, mate. My hair's growing back. I'm flying.
Yeah, okay. How's your hair going, Beach?
Rest when you're done.
Done what? Work, yeah, just do your work.
Work. Made a cup of tea.
When you're done.
Rest when you're done.
If anyone remember, last week we were talking about how BJ hammers his keyboard so loud. And where he's recording right now, we're all at home at the moment. Oh no, BJ, Pat's in the Sydney studio, but BJ and I are working from home at the moment, and he is nowhere near his kitchen, and he was making a cup of coffee before the show, and we could hear him stirring his glass like someone was ringing a dinner bell in the microphone about 5 minutes, and then he came, sat down, plods through, sits down, knocks the car over as he goes, hops into the garage. It's just baby elephant.
Well, I'm just upset. That horse, that would have been nice if that horse had won, but I need to get over it. I need to woosah.
You're like a 150 kilo Greek man. Smashing plates.
It's Zorba. Zorba's here. Zorba. Look, Paddy, we do not have you cannot be serious. So get us in there, find out what stung you. Hold on, wait. You know what we never did at the end of last season? We never gave away the crate of Ocean Fresh. Was it Ben Thompson?
I told you I wasn't going to bag any jockeys this year. But this is last year, so Benny Thompson won it.
All right, well done, Benny. Good on you, mate. A lifetime supply of Ocean Fresh cranberry juice sitting here in the office waiting for you to come on down to the coast and pick it up. What have you got for us today, Paddy boy?
Big SFP. It just makes me laugh thinking about him. If you don't know what SFP is, write in and ask Woodhead. This week, there is a gold medalist and a silver medalist this week. And I'll start first with the silver medalist.
Whack 'em.
First, Alan Andreas.
What?
Mate, if you're going to sell 60% of my favourite horse to a competitor of mine, a business competitor of mine.
What's happened? What? I've missed it.
True. It is true.
I've missed it. I haven't had any reception. What's happened?
One of my major competitors. Let me come. I'll come into it.
I know BJ just did it.
He's offered it to Jerry Harvey, 60% of the horse.
Right.
Slap in the face, Alan. Mate, he is also a Whitegoods distributor. He's my main competitor.
And I remember seeing, people would have felt this at the Sale Yards Magic Millions 2 years ago when you and Jerry accidentally ran into each other and you knocked his Magic Millions book out and he knocked your cup of tea out of your hand. The tension, you could cut it with the knife. Or, and it's loud. The horses kick up there. The horses stopped. It was unbelievable seeing two Whitegoods gods meeting like that in an arena. And then Alan Andres, he lobs it and just goes behind your back and sells it to him. That's unbelievable. I didn't know that, actually. And is that why it's racing in Victoria? I thought they said it couldn't race in Victoria.
Yeah, so now that he's the major owner and the auntie and uncle own the other 40%, they're allowed to race it again. So, and the leg up boys, myself, we're just left with nothing.
Wow, yeah, so I can't believe that.
I've actually gave this some thought. So when you know how Jerry Harvey's he's got a big share in the Magic Millions.
Yeah.
So when you launch your racehorse yearling sales. Big corporation, you should call it Black Magic Billions.
Black
Magic.
Where's the black from?
Because
Black Magic.
Billions.
Black Magic.
Black Magic Billions.
Billions. I love it.
Black
you got
magic.
it?
I like it.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
I really
gave that some thought.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was there a process? Was there a process behind that? That was good. That was really good.
Probably more like the Muggle Hundreds or something like that.
The Muggles? Instead of magic. Jeez. What a creative process we're going through live on air. That is fantastic, fellas. I can't believe that.
This is how it starts. Let's do a mood board.
Let's do it. As soon as we finish recording this, let's do it. Let's talk about all our aspirations and try and
manifest. Do a word cloud.
So Alan Andres takes second. Who takes the gold medal for the... For You Cannot Be Serious this week?
The Very Elegant Peanut Gallery.
Oh, here we go.
I'm so sick of hearing they shouldn't have sent it over there. It shouldn't have went over there. Send it back. They don't have the horses' welfare first here. They should have retired it. You peanuts in that gallery are idiots. I cannot be more critical of this. This horse would have flown over there in better conditions than you would fly on a plane.
Yeah, Emirates first class.
True, definitely.
It's not. They haven't taken it over there to put it with some shitter's ditch trainer in the back of the country. You know. No, I don't want to say anywhere.
You think it was
here to
like
offend
Bart
anyone.
Simpson when he went to France?
Yeah. This is
What a reference!
Do you remember when Bart went to France?
Mate, your
And they
brain is
made-
on. Have you had some MDMA or
It's
something
the
before the
coffee.
show?
It's the coffee.
Well, I think it is
Wow.
the coffee.
Have you had some LSD or something
Oh,
before the show?
wow.
And they made him try the wine before, just in case he would drop
And I
dead.
laughed.
Oh, wow,
Oh, that's
hey.
good. He's throwing us off though. Yeah, I know. There's a lot. This is what I can't hack with social media, and we've had some people do it. I mean, sorry, we have people do it every day. Make those comments before. I didn't see any of his making that comment. Should never go. Should never go. A couple of people, follow it up and things like that. But this is how I knew that this was the biggest problem. Was I reckon 30% of the comments I saw was Wallace should have never sent him over there. It's like,
People saying that Wallace should have been there to train him up for the first, or he should have sent a representative to train it up for the... What freaking dream world do you guys live in? They've moved the horse to a different stable. Good as gold.
yeah, they don't make any money. Why would he?
Chris Waller doesn't have magic dust. He's gone to the best trainer in France. So I just feel that people are coming from a point of view that doesn't make sense. No one has come out and given an excuse to say, this is why it shouldn't run X, Y, Z. They've done... Brace Solosky owns it, so it's gone over first class. It's gone to the best trainer. It's competed in an absolute boat race first up, where they've jumped out, sat in the same positions and finished in the same position.
Yeah.
It had a 200-metre segment on the turn where it looked like it could have sprinted to win. It was 2,000 metres first up. That's how they train them over there.
Yeah, and that's the other thing as well. We don't know
that.
that. If you don't know, like, I didn't know how to look at it. I had $20 on it just because I love the horse, but I don't know. That could be they don't trial them over there. They don't do jump outs or something like that. They're just chucking it in a race for the sake of chucking it in the race. Like,
They
there's
work
no...
them more. They work them better. They'll go first up over 2 mile over there. The work that's put into them is a lot more. But I don't think we should be making excuses about that. It's more about the peanut gallery that sits there and goes, oh, look, it run last. You guys are idiots for sending it. I cannot cop it.
Well, that's what social media is, mate. Everyone just...
Put your
they
keybases
just-
away, snap them in half, and get out of the conversation because you're not even contributing to it.
Oh,
See you later.
I feel like you've gone a little bit hard there.
I love Very Elegant.
Blake, what do you think? Too hard or fair?
Fair.
Fair. BJ doesn't give a shit. I've never seen someone champ more people online than Blake Johnson.
Why? Who have I
Champ.
recently?
Oh, ran a good 4 down. Champ you. He's all
Champ.
over it.
Champ, someone in the comments.
No, but I...
He's a champ.
The one that was the space. This horse will win this race this year. All right, Cox Plate, just to get the comments started. But someone wrote something you said, it doesn't make sense, Champ.
Well, it
Champ.
didn't.
See?
he wrote
You're not
the
coming
race.
from a good place when you're saying champ.
It didn't. It was like...
This guy thinks I'm a champion.
Space, this preparation. And he wrote a race. So, Elation will win a race, this preparation. It doesn't work.
Ah, get him.
Yeah, that's why I got
What
it.
a champ.
Easy. Champ. Speaking of
Don't
amazing
get
horses and what they did, BJ, we actually didn't get to talk about it last week because our horse, the People's Horse, the podcast horse, Diwali Lights, was nominated for Sunshine Coast and Lismore on Monday, so we weren't really sure what was doing, so we didn't bring it up last week. It went to the Sunny Coast. I got to get up there. I got to see the leg up silks roll around for the first time. It looked fantastic. Look, on the poly track at Sunshine Coast was probably a little bit... BJ, you tell everyone what our thoughts were leading into that race.
Yeah, well, it was 1,000 metres, so it was going to be short of his best, and he drew poorly. So we just planned to flop him out the back and let him run on. And we did. and he ran on
He ran on.
nicely.
Yeah.
He went really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was really happy with him. He didn't have the best of luck because we flopped him out the back, and he still ended up 3 deep at the back of the field. So we had to use him a touch early to find a spot. But he still found the line really nicely, and he's going to go up to 1,200 metres now, and he'll be competitive if he draws a gate.
Very, very much looking forward to this next run.
Me too.
Hey,
Me
I
too.
think small chance it's in Grafton. You coming, Beach?
Yeah, I'll come.
Pat, driving up?
Yeah, why not? Stay the night? Give
In
me a night,
Grafton?
I'll go.
Yeah, there's a good pub there you can stay at. Yeah, we'll go up there. I think it's a Saturday. If it's Grafton, it's a Saturday.
Mate, get him to run. We're going to Sapphire Coast soon. Get him to run that weekend.
Sapphire Coast.
We're going Sapphire Coast on the 23rd
No,
September.
we're not.
Yeah, golf
Nah,
trip.
Sapphire Coast is South Coast.
Sapphire Beach.
Coast.
Yeah, Sapphire Beach. There's no turf club there. But there is a Sapphire
Yeah,
Coast
no, but
turf club.
while we're up there, can he run it 23rd of September?
Yeah, it's
that
some
weekend?
either Coffs, Port Macquarie, or Grafton. We'd be able to do it.
You talk to him. Get on the blower.
Get on the blower. But yeah, we were very, very happy with how it ran.
Campton.
Campo.
I've got him on loudspeaker.
He's here. Let's get into these feature races. Boys, do you want to start with the group? I haven't really found our groove yet. Should we be kicking off with the group ones then
Nah, save them to the end.
lead up to them?
end.
Okay,
Yeah,
I love
think
that.
so.
I love a little bit of...
People might turn off.
if they did that, they're also idiots. They're champs. Don't turn off, champ.
Don't get champed.
We're going to have a look at one race this weekend at Rosehill. It's a Group 3. It's the San Domenico Stakes. It's race 9 over 1,100 metres. This is a lovely race we've got on our hands, BJ. We're looking at... Have you had much rain down there, Paddy?
Nah, not a lot. It looks menacing today, though, like this evening.
I think
apparently it's going to
I think
rain. I heard it's going to rain tomorrow, and it's going to rain the next day. And I heard there's going to be a shitload of rain towards the end of next month.
Yes, I heard that too. I think we're going to be running on a soft 6. What do you reckon, Beach? I looked out the window and looked south, and I'm thinking soft 6.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be too bad because I think it was a soft 6 yesterday or this morning, and we were supposed to have a nice day today. So drying conditions, and then maximum of 20 mil between Friday and Saturday. So I reckon we'll be soft 6 probably at worst. So they should all get a chance.
better
If
side of
in the
soft.
true position, everybody should get their chance.
Well, do
And
you know
it's-
what? I'd prefer the rain to stay away and keep a good track down here because I've got a big night out on Saturday night, and I don't go very well on a wet track.
Oh, the Bucks night.
Got a little bit of bucks do.
I thought you go good on a heavy 10. The big
I am
mudlark,
heavy 10.
the big mudlark out there at Twin Peaks, or wherever the men's gallery.
Around the city on the weekend.
Whoa!
First case of
First
beer.
case of the season.
Well, that's
BJ.
me. No, it goes to our business partner that's actually calling us right now. So
Oh, Tommy boy, he should know better.
yeah, he-
T-Bone.
Weren't
He
you
just
two?
does it to get a case.
Weren't you two tucking into the beers on Friday when we had our work meeting up here? I had to drive, Pat. Him and Tom were, I don't know, they might have been drunk.
we went to the Bolter Brewery on Friday. It's nice.
We had a nice dinner at lunch at Tommy's in Coolangatta. It was very
How
nice.
good was that? Looking
It
at
was
it
good.
over
Oh, you know who was there? Paddy sitting right next to us, the Mad Huey guys.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Bring your shop back, boys.
Yeah, get it going. James Street. Back to this race, San Domenico Stakes. It's the race 9, Group 3. Best of Bordeaux. Currently $2.45 with our friends over at Boombet. Natuno at $5.80. Spacewalk $6.90. Zuccarino back $7.90. Swiss Exile at $10. The rest at double figure odds. BJ, I'm going to start with you. Tell us.
Yeah, come to me. Well, I don't know how they're going to beat him. The horse at the top, Best of Bordeaux. He was probably the second best 2-year-old. Well, Fireburn was the best 2-year-old, and one of Anthony Cummings that won their Champagne Stakes. You could say that she was the second, but he was top 3 for sure. He was outstanding winning the Canterbury on debut. Then he won a Silver Slipper, so he's won a couple of races that are real stallion-making races. He's been purchased by Coolmore, so they're going to want to have him wound up. They don't want that. They don't want the shine taken off him. He runs second in a Golden Slipper. He led, which is not easy to do in a Golden Slipper. Looked the winner. Fireburn just too strong. Late. But this horse has trialled like a bomb. I know one of Pat's horses, ex-Pat, she's a speedy type, and he was under stranglehold and she was under the pump. J-Mac just looked over his shoulder. 1100's perfect for him. Yeah, and I think he'll be winning and making a statement first up.
Have you heard that Tony Gollan's come out and said that Natuno might be his best horse ever?
Wow, that'd be cool.
Well, he is a colt, so they don't mind talking up colts.
That's true. I thought he might have rang you though.
No, he hasn't been on the blower this week.
Did you champ him?
Yeah, I told him not to bring. I told him Natuno wasn't good enough to come down. So
Natuno's not good enough, champ.
I'm with you, Blake. Best of Bordeaux. But do you know what? After Zuccarino got us the quaddie last week, was that last week or the week before last?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Week before last.
Week before last.
Yeah.
After it got us the quaddie a fortnight ago, it's a little soft spot that wants to throw that in there too.
We like Zuccarino.
Do you think Zuccarino, because Spacewalk, I thought Spacewalk threw that race away, that Rosebud, and Zuccarino sort of had all the favours, and Spacewalk wanted to duck off the track, but I guess swap the draws. Spacewalk draws out, and Zuccarino draws low again, so he should get all favours again. Would you?
Yeah. It's like it's sort of apples and oranges behind Best of Bordeaux though. The expat trial was to do it against those more seasoned older horses is quite impressive, and now they're talking Everest slots for it, aren't they?
Yeah, well, if he comes out and makes a statement, then possibly. Swiss Exile's been trialling super as well. I'd suggest that he's the one to beat. I think they went up like $14 or $16 in all-in markets. Then he was well backed, and they went up 10 final field, and he's been backed again. So, he's probably the one to beat from one.
How about you, Woodhead? Anything to add?
Oh, look, I'm totally with you guys on the horses you guys selected. Best of Bordeaux. Absolutely. Absolutely. And $245 is a good price. Are we getting... Oh, we are actually. We've got a bit of a special, a Boombet special coming up for the Group 1 as well. So that's very, very exciting.
We do. We could nearly throw it out there
No.
now.
Let's get there. Let's head south. We'll go down to Melbourne. We're at Caulfield this weekend. We're going to kick off with the Group 3 in Race 5. It's over 1,200 metres. It's the HDF McNeill Stakes. Our current favourite, let me just update this because this page has been sitting there for a while. All the odds today are obviously courtesy of our friends of Boombet, supporting the show, looking after us and giving... in fact, you know what? I'm going to do a really quick comparison of these odds and just see how many... Boombet would have the best odds on half of these horses here. So let's go through the field. We have Aft Cabin at $3.05 with Boombet. Jamie Carr on board. Zamborghini at $6. Jacquinot $6.10. Dormier. I can't remember how to pronounce that horse's name. Dormier, yeah, I think it was. That is... Let me just double check that. That is $6.40. And Oxley Road, $12.40. Shooting for Gold, Kalos. The list goes on, all double figure odds. Paddy, I'm going to come to you first. Who are you liking in the McNeill Stakes? The McNeill Stakes, sorry.
It's a tough race, this one.
Hold on, before we go through that, I just had the page update, and those last couple of horses I said are actually in the next race. So ignore those horses. Kick us off, Paddy!
Thank you. You're obviously not thinking of doing any editing on this podcast.
Boom!
I could just cut that out. I could.
I'm doing all my own sound effects. I just thought I'll quickly just do it, and then I'm still on holiday, mate. We've got a public holiday up here tomorrow as well. But Paddy, BJ,
what's it for?
Gold Coast Show Day. Gold Coast Show Day.
Not even the Ekka.
No. This is our Ekka holiday. Anyway, sorry to cut you off. What are you liking, Paddy?
No, you're right, mate. Look, over half this field is first up in this race, so there will be a lot of horses that will have improved or be improving sharply coming into this. I am with one that I had a real soft spot for in its 2-year-old season, Jacquinot, the Mick Price and Michael Kent Jr. trained horse.
Damien Lane, one of your favourite jockeys on board.
Yeah, I can't help that. But
New season. Everything's
New
all is
season.
forgiven.
New season, not bad,
all
New
is
season.
forgiven.
do you know what? I've said it. Blake doesn't agree with this. He says that the top class of jockeys are way ahead. But I think the level or class of jockeys going around at the moment in Sydney and Melbourne is so high that you can sort of be confident in. I'm not really looking at the jockeys at all. What do you think, Blakey, about that?
Yeah, well,
Blake definitely looks at the jockeys. Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, I think there's a couple that are lengths in front of him, and then there's a bunch.
But the bunch is good.
It's a
good
high
bunch.
quality bunch.
The bunch is good, but sometimes
But you're saying there's a gap.
there's definitely a gap, and sometimes riders are riding through the roof, and then riders are out of form. So I think Tommy Berry's not in his best. He's one of my favourite riders, but his eye is not currently in at the moment. I think he at his best, he's one of the best riders in Sydney, but I would suggest that he would tell you as well that he's probably in a bit of a form slump, and we all go through form slumps. I know that finding winners and stuff like that, I go through form slumps, but he'll bounce back. He'll get his confidence back, and I know that he had a down season last year. But so that's just an example. But it only takes one winner to get them back.
Good luck, champ. Is that what you
Well, I didn't know you were going to go there.
Wow. Tommy whack. You been at him?
Straight between the eyes. Clunk!
We love Tommy.
No, I
I tell you who'll be very upset about this.
Who?
DJC. He'll be very upset that you're having any words against his man Tommy.
No, that's okay. I
didn't think.
I've been
I
on
thought it
Tommy
was a
a
bit
couple
too
of times
far.
lately, and he hasn't.
That you said that he's riding shit, but
Champ.
that's up to you, mate. But yeah, no, Damien Lane, look, good jockey, whatever, Damien, just never on Very Elegant again, obviously. Jack and O, this works out perfect getting Damien Lane aboard because all this horse wants to do is get to the outside. It does some of its best work once it gets to the outside. It does not want to be coming up through them. I think if it's matured
Outside
at all
lane.
and can settle that fraction closer in this sort of race, please get to the outside and just win. It's great form, Blue Diamond form, Golden Slipper form. Obviously, it can compete going around with the best of them, and I think with natural improvement from its spell, it'll come back and this could be some sort of 3-year-old season. So it's the one that I'm with in this race, Jack and O.
BJ, I know you haven't done this race. Have you got any thoughts on it, on these
I have not done this
on these
race.
3-year-olds?
I have not done this race, but I do have a couple of comments. I do know that Aft Cabin is a very good horse. Thought he was outstanding at Hillside when stepping up to 1,400 metres, and he's the deserved Caulfield Guineas favourite. But I think it's probably against him going 1,400 metres back to 1,200 metres here. So I would think that's an issue, but he's a very good horse. I did hear Mick Kent Jr. on the radio during the week, Pat. So you'll be happy to know about this.
What did he say?
He said that Jacquino is the colt that they're taking to the Golden Rose. So he's at the top of the sort of 1,400 metre horses that they've got in their stable, and they have a very good stable. And he sort of thought that he's really come on from that first preparation, like all the horses that they had through that Blue Diamond. He's the one that he's the one that they've sort of identified as the best one going forward. Not sprinting, but 1,400 metres to a mile.
Yeah, I still think he can knock off this field first up. So
Yeah, no doubt. I'll be happy to be with you.
they've only got to roll along a bit hard. It's Caulfield. Plenty of time to get to the outside. Just wanted to settle a bit closer. It seemed to be a bit of a flop out the back and attempt to run home sort of thing as a 2-year-old. I just would like to see it a bit further forward. But that's up to Damien Lane, I guess.
Hey, BJ, you know what we did on Saturday? We got to watch the races together on Saturday, which was really cool. Had a couple of beers. I made some chicken burgers. You liked them, didn't you?
Oh, they were very good. Yeah, they were very good.
I got some. I made the chicken with the spices. I won. to our intent listeners that know that I won an Instagram comp. That's what I used. Benji, can we talk about how we had that futures bet?
What futures bet?
Via the black book function?
Oh, yeah. Well, just because all we did, it's pretty simple. Like,
I love
pretty
this.
simple. Like, Zougotcha hit the front at the furlong in the that fillies race, and we had a small futures bet on her to win the 1,000 guineas at the furlong because they leave the markets open, some of them. So, smart play. $51 to 11. It's a little play.
Holy dooly.
But sometimes you get it wrong.
It was the way we did it, though. That's what I was liking. We chucked everything from that race. BJ said, look, this is a good race. They're starting their preps. They're going to get head to good races. Chuck them all in the black book at Sportsbet, which is, you wouldn't be doing that on every race. And then as we're getting there, BJ said, have this, as you could see, it kind of hit the furlong, have this bet, have the 1,000 guineas. And I think we took in the 40s. I think Tommy got $50 and then instantly it was $11. So I just thought that was a bit cool. Because you know how futures...
It's sneaky. You shouldn't do it. It's a way that you get your account closed pretty fast.
Oh, okay. Well, we all know I'm not going to edit that out, so get into it, guys.
So don't do it too often. Don't do it.
Not all the
the
time.
time.
You'll have about 8,000 horses in your black book if you do that. So let's move on to this weekend's Group 1, the second Group 1 of the season. It's the Memsie. It's the Magic Millions Memsie Stakes, Pat. One day you'll sponsor this race. The Black Magic Billions. No, the Black Magic Billions. Memsie Stakes. Race 8 at Caulfield over 1,400 metres. $1 million up for grabs with prize money. Our current favourite at $5.60 is Western Empire. Tofane at $6. Alligator Blood. Here comes the blood. I'm doing my own sound effects now. $6.10. Cascadian $7. Elation $7.10. I'm Thunderstruck $7.80. Snapdance at $9.40. Then a big jump out in the market to Call Sign Mav at $20 with the rest of them falling in after that. Who wants to kick us off? Because this is a fantastic race. Actually, let's just start with Pat because we know who you're going to tip.
I'll kick off with a question, though, first here. And
I'm going to answer it.
it's horses that I love run around in these colours, but I can't for the life of me get Western Empire as short as $5.50 favourite.
The favourite.
When
$6.10 with Boombet.
it will be better over further.
He will be better over further, but he's got a good winning record, and he did win first up last preparation over 1,400 metres. I know that was in WA, but I think I couldn't tell you what the market's going to do with him.
You're coming up against some absolute specialists over 1,400 metres here, so I sort of think you're taking a bit unders there for a horse that's going to be 1,000% looking for long races. I get it that there's a few of these 1,400 metre horses in this race that have lofty goals, like the Cox Plate, but as far as 1,400, you've got like a Tofane, you've got a Snapdancer, you've got an Alligator Blood in there, even a Cascadian, that, these horses just excel over this distance, and I just reckon that Western Empire's better distances will be up to that 1,800 metres, 2,000.
He's a very good horse, though, Pat. I will say that. Like he actually could be off the map on Saturday because over a mile he probably has the highest rating in the whole race, and he's lightly raced. He's only had 13 starts. I'm not sure how he's jumped out or anything like that, how he's going, but that early market support suggests that he's ready to fire. And he's never seen a rain-affected track, which would be a concern. But you can't really, knock too many points off him if he hasn't been tried on a rain-affected track at all.
He's never even driven past one. It's like a kid that hasn't seen the beach.
Well, he's only ever been on good fours.
That's true, actually.
They keep it good over there in WA. The old, what's his name? What's your mate over there? His name's Woodhead?
Peter's Ice Cream.
No, the Premier.
Mark McGowan.
He don't even let the bad weather in.
Oh, that's a goodie. Wish I could do a sting for some laughs there, but that was good. But yeah, Western Empire, very serious horse. Damien Lane on board again. I don't think it's ever been out of the placings with this track, with this distance. Sorry. First up, it's at a 1st and a 3rd.
Guess where I'm going.
Where?
Guess where I'm going.
Well, I know where you're going.
Where am I going?
You're going to the blood.
Here comes the blood.
Here comes the blood.
Oh, there was a fight to get it in, and it got in. You know, I would have loved to have just had the call to even say, no, mate, I don't have the money. But alligator blood, it's back. Coming off a miraculous and a great Stratty win. 1,400 metres there. I know it's fractionally up in weight here, but this horse could be anything. Its first up run before the Stratty as well, I thought was great. 3 wide the trip. Probably should have won that. But,
It was close though. I remember that race. It placed.
Yeah, it ran second.
Yeah.
But its
Stratty.
Stratty run was arrogant. On the turn, we were home. So, mate, for me, it's the blood on top here.
Sometimes when I've had a tough day and I can't, I've told you this before, I try and think of something before I go to bed to make me really happy. And that's a memory that makes me really happy. Us cheering home, Alligator Blood and the Stratty on the live stream with Punt Club. That was a beauty. Alligator Blood's drawn really wide. It's going to sit, I think it's going to get a good sit in this race too. Behind kind of, say, Snap Dancer and Lightsaber. It'll come across with, or sit behind with Tofano. Yeah, it's going to be... this. I think it looks good. I think I'm with you. I'm looking at this race as we're looking at it. I'm going to follow you in with Alligator Blood. Let's get it. All three of us on Alligator Blood.
What do you think, Alligator Blake?
Alligator Blake.
No, he's got a hope.
God.
He's got a hope.
Oh, hey, take it easy.
But I'm down the bottom. I think
Handbrake
Snap
Johnson.
Dance is the one. I think Snap Dance is the one.
Snappy.
Yeah, she was outstanding when I tipped her, and she won that Group 1 race in Adelaide. What race was that? That was the Robert Sangster Stakes. That was over 1,200 metres. I know she's never won over 1,400 metres, but she went to Queensland last start. She was 49 days between runs, up to 1,400 metres. So she's similar here, 63 days between runs, and she's had that 1,400 metre run under her belt. She went outstanding that day. She drew 17. She did so much work to cross. She shot to the front at the top of the straight, and Star Tontes, with the ride of the year,
that's right,
gets up and beats her on the line, and they pennelled the third horse. So she's gone outstanding. She's drawn 5 here. She's basically the only leader in the race. She'll take up the running, and geez, round Caulfield, that can never be a bad thing.
No.
That Star Tontes win haunts me.
Oh, haunts me too.
I tipped Snap Dancer in that race and backed it as well, and I thought I was home.
Yeah, I was over it too.
Absolutely home. Do you know what?
She was home.
That win by Star Tontes, Woodhead, it reminds me of remember the old Tinga Palace racing game?
Yes.
Where they'd run around in a circle on magnets?
Yeah.
And instead of it being like trackside where they actually make a run and come home, all the other horses just used to stop at the line, and then one would come home with the magnet and just win the race. And, that was the Star Tontes win.
That was huge in the Tats Tiara.
That was beast mode. I couldn't believe it came from absolutely nowhere. It shouldn't have been able to do that, but obviously that sort of shit happens when I'm punting.
Nobody's mentioned
the loser attitude.
The best wet tracker in the race, Cascadian. Last start Group 1 winner. I thought Tofane was going to get retired. Does anyone know why she's back?
I remember that too.
Yes, that Randwick run where she ran second in the All-Age Stakes when she was phenomenal, by the way. She was 3 wide throughout and only got grabbed late by Cascadian.
I remember making,
but I feel like
that, but she's back.
They made a comment before that race. I seem to remember that as well, Beach.
No, 100%. They said that she was retired after that race.
Yeah, what was the horse of Greg Hickman's that it beat and they retired it?
Yes,
Tommy
that was
on
the
board.
horse that Tommy rode. Pierrata?
Pierrata.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Pierrata.
It did it to Pierrata, and then it came out the next year and was going to be retired after it ran second as well. And that's when we made the comment that maybe whatever horse runs second in that race gets retired. But they've tricked us.
Tricked
It's done a Tyson Fury.
You going to hit us with the special Sam?
Okay, so this week's special with Boombet, we've gone a little bit. We spoke about this in the meeting. We're very excited to offer this. They are currently offering, Pat, you'll get excited for this, alligator blood to finish top 4, $3.
Everyone in my family just opened an account.
That is free money. Can we say that? I don't know.
Simultaneously.
I don't think you can say that.
Well, as we know, it's not going to get edited out. So it's $3 alligator blood to finish top 4 in Caulfield Race 8 this weekend. Max bet is $25. T's and C's apply. Gamble responsibly, etc., etc. But they're coming to the party. The fact that they can offer specials like this is a really good sign, especially for an Aussie bookie that's making their way up. This is exciting. I'm definitely going to take it. I'm
actually just going to jump in here for a sec. Outside of that, I just want to give a push for one at massive odds in this race.
Okay,
I have a small ticket on him at 150 to 1. Zayrek. He trialled Super behind Best of Bordeaux.
Boombet currently have him at $65.
That was over 1,000 metres. He was trucking. I know he's not a Group 1 performer. They backed him first up last preparation. I know that was in benchmark 100 grade. But then he came out and he bolted in over 2,000 metres. So I'm not sure that he's a 2,400 metre horse. I think he's more of a 2,000 metre horse. But first up, if he's ready to go on a heavy deck, I reckon he can run a race at massive odds.
Zayrak, French horse. What are you going to say, Paddy? Sorry, mate.
This has the blood written all over it.
This is a big race. I'm really excited for the Memsies. Very excited. It's always been a good race. Fellas, we got to keep moving. The leg up multi, it's here now, and it's at great odds. Do you want to go through it?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go through the strategy first?
No, let's go through the thingy.
What thingy?
Let's go through the Boombet bet.
No, let's do the $100 strategy.
Let's do the $100 strategy. Let's do it. Do them all.
Oh, holiday mode potties are the best. I was excited for today's podcast. Hammered back down the mountain. I was keen. I feel good. So,
Buddy Brocky coming down the mountain.
Yeah, I went to Bathurst for a holiday.
Here he is.
Mount Panorama or whatever it is. I went to, and anyone that's listening, Mullaney, which is like the Sunshine Coast hinterland. It is superb. First time. I'll be going back.
2,000 a night. You've done all right.
I was staying at a nice joint. It wasn't that expensive. Don't get me wrong. I was staying at I bloody.
You've done all right.
Look after yourself when you get away, guys. You got to look after yourself. I got some beer. Brouhaha Brewery up there in Mullaney. Bloody good beer.
I didn't think you had to take that much caviar away, but.
Well, you don't know what kind of caviar they got in the shops up there.
Yeah.
I'm a beluga man. Personally, I'm a beluga caviar man. So, BJ, can you give it, while we're laughing, BJ, can you give us your $100 strategy? Oh, we cracked BJ out. Jeez, we cracked BJ.
Got a laugh out of him.
Oh, we cracked BJ up. Tell you what, he's the loudest person when he's doing absolutely anything, yet a hilarious thing comes up, quiet as a mouse.
That wasn't that funny. Just gotta let you know.
Oh, you fucking best.
I'm seeing bigger reactions out of statues.
All right, $100 strategy. Well, let's have a laugh.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. We're going to Rosehill in the first race. I'm going to be having $20 the win on number 9 Rebel's Edge.
Rebel's Edge.
So what price do we have with Boombet there, Sam?
All right, have a look. Keep going.
I think this horse is going to be very hard to beat. He had absolutely no luck. 2 back in this grade. He was held up till inside the final furlong when he produced a top 10 last 200 metres of the day. And then he went up to 1,500 metres. That was on Sunday at Muswellbrook. He was backed as if unbeatable late. And he had absolutely no luck. He clearly should have won that race. He comes out here, comes back to 1,400 metres, no problem. He gets a apprentice swapped for a jockey, and he's going to be really hard to hold out. So what price do we have, Sam?
The good guys over at Boombet currently have him at $7.90.
$7.90. Yep. Okay, we'll take that. We're gonna have $20 on him, and then we're gonna go to the third race, and we are going to have $40 on number 1, Born a King. He was dual acceptor. They scratched him from the first race at Caulfield. He's 2 from 3 over this track and distance. The miss was behind subsequent Group 1 winner Huetor. 2 back, he won carrying the same weight that he'll carry because he gets a claim for Dylan Gibbons.
G'day.
And then he was 7 weeks between runs, went to Melbourne. He got back, he saved ground, he found the line nicely. That was behind Lyrical Lad. I think he's 3 weeks into this, back up to a perfect distance, draws perfectly, finds a spot right behind the speed, and he'll be off the map on Saturday, and he'll be too good for them.
We're getting $3.35.
$3.35, yeah, that'll do.
I'm gonna have that bet. Very
$3.35,
nice.
I'll take that.
Yeah, me too.
And then we're going to go to the 5th. This is the best of the day. I'm lining up with the mug here. Right down the bottom, number 10, Grayson Harmony. I thought she was outstanding first up. That was over 1,300 metres. She wasn't suited in a slowly run race. She had the best last 4 and 200 metres of the day. Extra 100 metres helps. I think she settles a touch closer, and I think she should be too good for them. Up in class, down in weight. She's going to be hard to beat. I think BoomBattle the best price here, Sam.
$3.45.
Yep,
Definitely.
we'll take that.
$3.45. Okay. Born a King. I like that bet. Grace and Harmony. Okay, Paddy, give us your $100 strategy. Hit us with it, big boy.
Between the eyes, Caulfield, mate, down to Caulfield, race 4, number 2, Buffalo River. I did form on this horse last night and took a bit of the $7.50 about. I see BoomBet's got it into $6.60 as the best price on the market available now.
Yeah,
which I think is still a good price because
$6.60. Yeah,
I'd done it up at about $4, and I was speaking to Blake before the show, and he said that it could get as low as.
I don't think so, but yeah, the number that my program was spitting out to me was $3, but I haven't reviewed that.
What? Don't disagree with it, Blake, just because I brought it up. Don't be like that.
Don't talk about yourself like that. My program tells me the robot. Blake bot.
Okay, I'm back.
Keep going, Paddy.
Sorry, boys. Mate, I think this horse gets back to its class today. It's run around against some real quality opposition. It's got beat last start by Mr. Brightside by half a length. Start before, I think, it ran in a Stratty. It's really been going around against the best horse. And I think it finds a field here that is a lot weaker than what it's used to. I know it does have to carry 60 kilos around here, but it's an informed galloper. Great each way price. I'm going to have $50 a win on it at $6.60, whatever the price is right now.
Yep, $6.60.
Thank you very much. I'll be taking that as well. And then my next bet, mate, I'm going to the Group 1. I'm going to the Memsie, and I'm just launching into Alligator Blood. I'll be having the other 50 on it.
50 on AB.
If you gave me more, I'd have more on it. I think it will be getting a lot of the pot going on the weekend as well.
$6.10 for AB as we circle back to that market. Still $6.10.
They will be my 2 bets down there for the $100 strategy. I have done a few other races that will probably go into tips and slips on Friday evening, but they're my 2 strategy bets.
So tell us about the leg up multi this week. So BJ, you've gone with Grace and Harmony.
Yep, that's correct.
And Paddy, yours is?
Mine is the horse that probably tanked a whole Saturday's worth of multis.
Every multi in Australia.
It was a tough
every multi in Australia. Tough watch for the punters. Tough ride for Huey Bowman. Tough night for Huey Bowman, I'm guessing. I'm guessing he probably stayed well clear of social media that night.
I'd say so.
But Frumos gets the same conditions there and same price. I can't see why it won't be winning.
So that is in race 2 at Rosehill on the weekend. Currently, so it with BoomBet right now. Jeez,
$1.96.
$1.96. We are getting good odds of that. So that Frumos into Grace and Harmony is currently $10.
$10.
So that is good. So like I said, and I want to tell everybody this. That price may not stick around. So please, if you are going to have that bet, I just do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
Bet with your
100%.
brain.
Get on before Friday.
Yes,
Friday
and as always, gamble responsibly. We're going to put more of that into the show because as we get into these big races, it's very easy to kind of get excited and get a little bit over, you know. But yeah, gamble responsibly. We have plenty of good racing to get through. Great tips today, guys. I'm really excited about this weekend. Is there anything else we need to touch on before we bring the mug in?
Not that I know of.
No, me
No.
neither. Well,
If you see me out and about in Sydney on the weekend, just remember, look after your mates. And
Pat's on a buck, so steer well clear.
remember,
Is the only
I'm
bloke that
equal
dresses
to
up as the buck? Like, wears a dress and stuff? I thought we were all doing it.
Let's see, I'll outdress him.
Have a great
as a
weekend,
banana.
guys. Good luck on the punt. And, gentlemen, thank you so much. Stay tuned for the mug.
Cheers, Big
you,
Black
boys.
Swan.
See yous.
Hi guys, Mugs Morale this week. Oh, shocking ride last week. But one of my fellow loyal subscribers said the Mug already got the hat trick, so he was going for 4 in a row. But we start back fresh again at the Mugs home track of Rosehill. We go to race 5, number 10, Grace and Harmony. This thing got too far back, but it flew home over the 1300. This thing was just warming up. Barrier 2 should be midfield, or just off the pace or midfield. You got Kieran McAvoy, barrier 2. It drops from 59 kilos to 53. That is a big weight drop. Barrier 2 over the 1500 at Rosehill. Perfect setup. It looks a good bet, boys. And it will be the Mugs Moral this week. We are going race 5, number 10, Grace and Harmony. So, boys, good luck. And what does the mug say when we find a winner? Go find your bookie. Good luck. We'll be back with Chelmsford Stakes Day next week.